Supreme.
Shock.
Etymology. They say I'm dope, I said I'm smoke, fire, blowing air, carbon, earth, solid, water, wet. I'm steady beat, a sister soldier that dies effects. So gone with all that hoopla and rah-rah, unless you talking about Atun, Namuna, Amara, pineal glands, all seeing eyes. We call the third eye, we came to build, not pay your bill. Slang municipality, city seals like roadkill, descendants of ancient mound builders. Not supposed to need encyclopedias, genetically encoded with 720. We got amnesia, claiming we Christian cretins in love with Yahweh, Muhammad, and Jesus. But you was living inside of God when you was a fetus. But believers and never believers, non-believers, cause we don't be lying, shaking hands and taking oaths with demons. Peace and love. What up, though? What it do? What's popping? What's cracking? Let's talk about it. Let's build. And again, as usual, with somebody who has the mind that I have, this bill not what you think is going to do. You understand? We are unique in the fact that we are individuals by way of not just the knowledge that we have, but experience. Our actual, you know, some of that shit that you regurgitating, can you actually utilize it out here? You know what I mean? How does it benefit you? That's what I'm posing. But you see the title. Is it Cassius Ye or Kanye? Again, is it Cassius Ye or Kanye? Not the word coon. Okay, I didn't misspell the word coon. That was intentional. Kanye or Cassius Ye. You know what I mean? Now, the original title of this bill, believe it or not, is Ye. Thank you, Ye. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm not thanking him for the same reason that y'all, the way that, you know what I mean? My brothers and sisters out of the various, quote unquote, labeled conscious community or, you know, woke folk, and that, you know, that cannot really encompass all what these grassroots scholars out here, you know what I mean? That word, you know, like I said, it doesn't, you know, do justice to the type of actual activism that has taken place based off of, you know what I mean, some of this information that has been leaked. I don't know when you got it, and specifically what information am I speaking on? You know what I mean? Well, it's not anything that y'all boy Ye is speaking on. You know what I mean? Like, as far as speaking on the Khazarian Ashkenazi Yiddish, as peace be upon them, my you know what I mean? They didn't speak, they spoke Yiddish and so on and so forth. But that's not, you know what I mean? When you have brothers and sisters who, like, for instance, these various schools of thought, we have the Pan-Africanists, you know what I mean? We have the Hebrew Israelites, we have the various movements of Moors or American Moors. You got Moorish Americans, you got Washita Moors. Stop mixing everybody together as if we, you know what I mean? Like, we can get to it. And again, I want to say thank you, Ye, because this is a conversation that I've been trying to have with my brothers and sisters out of these various communities for some years now. And again, I can just start with, I don't want to start there, I want to start with me. You know what I'm talking about? Like, right now, this, you know, what do we want to call it? You know what I mean? We've been through this already. We've been through this. This reminds me of when a movie Django dropped, and there were some elders and some brothers and sisters who were maybe my age at the time when Django was out, and the community. You had brothers and sisters who agreed with the likes of Spike Lee that the movie should be banned because it repeatedly used the so-called N-word. And I don't want to say that's the only reason. That's just what's coming to my mind right now. Then you had another portion of the community who be upon them or share the same sentiments as Baba Dick Gregory, right? Baba Dick Gregory said he loved the movie Django. Now I'm talking about he loved seeing a brother do what he did. You know what I'm talking about? So again, that was a split. Argue about that for a minute. But this split right is different. It's different for several reasons. And again, thank you, Kanye, because it gives me the opportunity again to have this conversation with y'all that I've been trying to have with y'all. Right? I can go right into the conspiracy or what is labeled as conspiracy theories, but that's not what I call it. Conspiracy theories or conspiracy theories. You don't hear me say that. I usually say if it's some information that's actually not information, it's just some fucking satire that you got out of the Proud Boys and Oath Takers and so on and so forth out of their trash can. You know what I mean? And you're regurgitating side with, Republicans because you say that the Moors or you say that Trump is bringing back the Republic. You know what I mean? Where did you get that? The sources of this information, y'all have to check this shit. That's like, boy Ye repeating or regurgitating what he heard from Andrew Cohen's documentary based on BL. Now, some of us are behind on his statements and what he has said and whether or not he has apologized. And you know what I'm talking about? Like, hold on, pump your brakes. 1 minute. See, y'all out here, you saying things and you're not keeping up with what's going on. You know what I mean? Now, my position is my position. My position is my point of position based off of my experience, right? I, just like everybody else, witnessed when he was Kanye, witnessed him say George Bush don't care about black people in front of, in front of the world. You know what I'm saying? He was in front of the camera and he was the Austin Powers guy. And Ye was sweating a little bit, you know what I mean? Looking like, you can understand how he felt at the moment when he made that statement. Okay. I'm not excluded from that. The actual first so-called conscious DVD that I ever made, that statement, you know what I mean? That video clip was on that DVD that I was mass producing, giving out, to people that had Ye on it, that had Mama on Katrina. That was really when I hit my pinnacle with this information, right? The DVD had Kanye on it, it had Mama on MSNBC. It had speaking about Hurricane. It had clips from what was the movie with Marlon Black Knight? And they kept calling him more, you know what I'm saying? I'm not excluded from that. And I can't just say the moment that he lost my support. Because I want to back up a little bit. I want to go back. Like I said, you're going to deal with me and why, I took the approach that I took concerning this Ye effect. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Everybody is talking about this. There's no need to. You can try to run from it, but again, thank you. I get to have this conversation, right? Again, I talked about James. I talked about the split between the community. You had people again who sided with Spike Lee, saying that the movie was trash. We need to boycott it. Then you have brothers and sisters who shared the same sentiments again as Baba Dick Gregory, who said he loved the movie. And I'm not going to see the movie and to see what took place. I don't want to say on our platform, so certain things, I'm not to say, right? And certain things I will say that most will not, right? I just have to formulate my words in a, different way. I can't say, you know what I mean? That's what I want to say. But again, this I don't take issue. I take issue with the fact that you all act like this is a new conversation concerning, the Khazarian, the Zionists, and all of these other, you know what I'm talking about? I like this new. You act like, peace be upon him, Khalid Muhammad didn't say it. You act like Professor Griff didn't already. You know what I mean? We've heard this multiple times already. So it's difficult for me, not say that he's telling the truth, because when it comes to that person, that's, facts is facts. You look up all of these various, especially within the realm of entertainment industry, and yes, you have a particular group of people, are collecting the wealth. You know what I mean? And these same people are the attorneys who are, stuck with the task of making sure that these contracts favor their clients, right? But think about it. Your attorney is a part of a particular faith, right? And then he shares the same faith as the owners of your record label, right? The vets at the record label, the vets at the what else he do? The clothing companies or whatnot. You know what I mean? The same thing. They have a common interest, right? Which has everything to do with the dollar sign. They get their check cut before you even get your check cut. But it's given the appearance that they work for you because these are your attorneys, right? These are your accountants. These, again, are the execs that you're dealing with who are basically fronting you money, right? That's what it is. We have the record contracts, and the artists have that everybody know, like, it's basically a loan. It's a front, like you got the front of the cake. What happened? Or hold on, y'all. Listen to that. I guess. All right, y'all. Pardon the interruption. Let's go back. Let me go back. I want to say maybe around the age of 8 years old. I was the type of child who read everything on the album covers, the inserts, the words, who produced it. You know what I mean? Was Marcus Miller playing on the bass? You know what I mean? Who was doing background vocals? Was it Melissa Morgan? You know what I mean? Like, I read everything. I remember asking my mom, like, specifically, I remember looking at a Larry Graham album. You know what I'm talking about? Larry Graham album. He was on Warner Brothers, and I noticed a lot of these artists was on Warner Brothers. So I asked my mother, is it so-called black people, or do white people own Warner Brothers? I wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? And I got my answer, and it was like, as a child, it was shocking and not shocking. said was shocking. Look at how many melanated artists that were on Warner Brothers from Prince on down, right? He was on Warner Brothers too. And then I mentioned Larry Graham. I was looking at a Larry Graham, album or whatnot, right? Larry Graham and Shaka Khan were the first two artists that Prince picked up after he got out of his contract, right? And started exclusively distributing. I can't say, what the situation happened, what occurred with his master. Currently don't recall. Well, my point is, this is not new information, right? This is not, me having an attitude with Ye and not, jumping on this jock like most people did. We gotta support nature about what's happening to them. Yeah, we already knew what was gonna happen. Like, we got amnesia. We just on and on and on, right? You seen it happen with stuff, right? It's not new shit. Or maybe I'm just old. I don't know. Have no problem with him telling the truth about anything. But what I take issue with is the fact that we keep discussing this White Lives Matter t-shirt, right? Did y'all notice that it says White Lives Matter on the back? What's on the front of the t-shirt? Why is nobody talking about the front of the t-shirt? Not even himself to even try to, get him some relief from, the bashing concerning him wearing the t-shirt. I don't know the t-shirt and the information concerning quantum George Floyd death not being, that the cops didn't kill him. The cops didn't kill him. Fentanyl killed him. And some people are even saying that the cops injected him with the fentanyl. Now, keep in mind, I haven't watched a BLM documentary by way of Candace Owens because I have several, issues with Candace Owens, right? But one of the issues is the same issue that I have with y'all boy Ye, right? The minute Ye chose to marry a pale woman, she's not a melanated woman. For me, that was it. That was it. And it's still it. Right? I have a different point of view. I went to a major culture shock. My mother moved us to Florida in 1988. Right? Again, went to a school that's 4% non-white, not 4% so-called black, but 4% non-white. And it's Florida, right? You know anything about Florida? 85% of the population, at least at the time when I was there, is not from Florida. Again, 85% of the people who lived in Florida in 1988, all the way up to 1990. Not from, right? So it was other nationalities of people, different parts of the world. That experience was cool, right? But the culture shock of seeing melanated men and young men, teenagers, with so-called white women didn't sit well, right? Again, talking about me now. What I struggle with this shit, right? Again, if anything happens to Ye, right, all that wealth that he accumulated goes right back into the hands of the people who we need to play, right? It goes right back into the hands that he is somewhat supporting by way of regurgitating their propaganda, because that's what he's doing. Where do you think that information came from, right? Like, if you try to take your time to verify that, again, George Floyd was killed by way of fentanyl and not at the hands of the policy enforcement. I have to, you know what I'm saying? I have to question it, right? Like, why would you want to do that? Want to free the police? You want to, what do they call it when the damn, what you call, what did Trump do for Lil Wayne and Tommy Kilpatrick and pardon? You want them to be pardoned? You gonna pay for their appeal? Lawyer for their appeal? Like, what is we doing? That shit is so counterproductive. I comprehended it not. I don't know what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Now again, I've been keeping up with what Ye has been saying, right? And his latest, wasn't an interview this time. It's just him and flashing cameras. But he's talking. He's talking, and he addressed the fact that it's not that he addressed the fact, he actually apologized for what he said about George Floyd. Although the damage has been done, right? He can take that back, but he can't take back the fact that he married a pale swallow. That don't sit well with me. I'm explaining to y'all, like I said, I had never Detroit, right? I had never witnessed the interracial thing. You know what I mean? And then I'm speaking of middle school and high school. I started high school. I was in middle school. You know what I'm saying? So see the small bit of melanated, teenage guys and grown men that was down there that was somewhat attractive. And, you know what I mean? Had some things going on with themselves, especially that football. No Florida football. They didn't get a basketball. What year did the Miami Heat get started? I know I'm telling the truth. I know what I'm talking about. What year did the Orlando Magic get it popping? Like, Florida didn't have basketball teams until like the 80s, late 80s, the mid 80s. Y'all help me out with that shit. He's got football. You know what I mean? It's a football state, so most of the guys down there play football. Middle school, high school, that's what they did. They play football, right? And again, they all had white girls. I'm gonna say like 80-90% of the guys down there were white girls. That was like a fucking culture shock for me, right? Just fast forward to 94, 95. What is that OJ shit happen? OJ, Cole, Brown, Simpson. All right, this is later. This is after my culture shock. We're back living in Detroit, right? And the OJ thing is going on. Black people, like, it's 1,000%. I was the only person I knew who said, I don't care if OJ gets found guilty or he walks. And I mean, my own brothers and sisters ate me alive, and I didn't give a shit. You know why I didn't give a shit? See, OJ, he not black. That ain't why. I didn't give a shit because he was married to a white woman. I'm keeping it real with y'all. He's just too forgetful and too forgiving. Did you forget again? We talk about this Moorish empire. We talk about the dominions and the kingdoms, right? Of Moors. And when we say Moors, just know we're talking about melanated fucking people, right? Well, that's what I'm talking about. See, when y'all start talking about Moors, y'all specifically talking about Moors out of the Moor Science Temple. We're not talking about Moors in antiquity. You know what I mean? You're talking about brothers and sisters from the northern portion of what we have labeled Africa. They got many countries, and even more different nations and even more languages than they have nations of people in countries, right? That ain't what I mean when I say more. I mean the most ancient on the mother. How about that? So when y'all start talking about Lemuria and Atlan or Atlantis and so on and so forth, that's fine too. You know what I mean? But I have a preference for more over the word black. This is what it is. And I'm being honest. Many of y'all ain't gonna get out here and say why I really don't fuck with him like that. From Sidney Poitier to OJ to Kanye to Charles Barkley, the dude that I can't stand that played for the Cowboys, the senator or congressman, what the fuck is he called? Herschel Walker. Back in the day, as a child, I knew he had a white one. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is we doing? Again, let's get back to it. How did the Moors lose the empire? If we the greatest warriors, y'all talk about Hannibal, so on and so forth, but we taught everybody on earth, what we going to right now? Other than the fact that we know that the Slavics or the Europeans or whatever you want to call them, that they were being subjugated, and you know what I'm talking about? They were your Slavs for a reason. I understand that. That's not what I'm talking about. According to the scholars who I set up under, the way that the empire was lost by way of you doing what Kanye did, what OJ did, Sidney Poitier did. You made these peons the heirs to the fucking estate. And that's what I mean by amnesia and repeated behavior. Like, I can't support and I'm torn because I hear what he's saying. And I also hear the racist satire bullshit that he pulled out the Alex Jones and the Candace Owens garbage pail. And I keep telling y'all, they've been making, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, Michelle Obama is a man. Where the fuck do y'all think that came from? This is why I said thank you, Ye. I can have this conversation with y'all now, and you can understand why I say the things that I say. You start dipping into you like, well, I don't want to deal with the Democrats. I don't want to. Excuse me. Democrat or Republican. They cousins. It's a no-win situation. When you dealing with, you know what I mean? We talk about two different parties up under the same umbrella, right? They doing business at the end of the day. And with this situation, what's going on with him getting, Adidas and so on and so forth, you know what's going in there. It's like when you want to get a divorce. You know what I mean? There's going to be some mediations and, some procedures that are going to have to take place because contractually, it's so many parties involved other than just you and your spouse. Why and how? This thing called a marriage license. You understand that's issued by the state of. That's a whole different contract other than your nuptials. But you and he, you know what I mean? Agree to verbally. Important. This is what I said. Verbally. You make this verbal agreement. You know what I mean? It's kind of. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Because everybody is not of the same faith, right? So some people, you know what I mean? Everybody don't jump the broom. Everybody doesn't have that rape ceremony that y'all call a wedding. Because a rape ceremony is what it is, right? Don't fucking feminist me about this shit either, because I learned this from a man, right? Just rape ceremony where right? You got the man standing there, and he got his best man, right? So let's go back. This is something you can Google for yourself. This ain't even no deep shit. You understand? Again, we have amnesia. We don't remember sleeping in the village at night and during the full moon, one of the cavemen and one of his best men would come and kidnap one of the women, right? And this is where the honeymoon come in at. He would take the woman up under a moon and rape his honey under the moon. Now you know when you go to a wedding and the people throw the rice and shit. Back in the day, my teacher used to be upon him. He said that back in the day, that used to be rocks. And sometimes when they would come and kidnap the women, the village would wake up and they would throw rocks at the kidnapper and his best man as he kidnapped one of their women. I'm missing some portions of that. That ain't even what we supposed to do. But again, this situation remind me of when we were split doing jump. I know y'all, some of us gonna not be comfortable with me saying, voicing one of the reasons why I don't fuck with Ye. Again, not only did he marry a pale Slavic prostitute woman that been with half of Hollywood before he even got to her. Then he said it. He say, when he get on, go get a white girl. And he actually wanted that fucking certain shit I just can't rock with. So let me say this right quick. This ain't gonna be a long video. I'm not even prepared. It's so much shit, y'all. So many different pictures. There's so much stuff on Facebook. I haven't even responded to y'all all day today and all last night. Just bag of comments. Just really get the deal, supposed to be based around so that we can be more cohesive. Y'all don't have a problem with me having a problem with him because he's married to a white woman. Who cares who he sticks his stick in? But again, all of that wealth, the same way Oprah didn't have no kids. So when Oprah passed, all that wealth gonna go right back to the Harvey Weinsteins and all of them type of cats, right? Well, if something happened to Ye, you know what's gonna happen to that bread. All of these beautiful melanated women all over the world, goddamn well he could have found one. I don't want to hear that shit. That's an excuse. So, what's the name of the Canaan power? Raising Canaan. Raquel. Love Raquel, don't we, baby? No, see, we gonna get into it. We love Rock the hardest person on there. Rock deserve an elite in the whole nine. Canaan mama. You know what I'm talking about? I watch my melanated one like this all my shit. Yes, I do. For my conscious people that's gonna say, well, you watch that, you probably watch 11. Yes, I do. Your mom and them used to watch Days of Our Lives. Yeah. All my children, General Hospital. Yes, I do. That's our melanated version of that shit. It's dramatized and it's funny. I laugh, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I get to, if I look at TV, I want to see some of my own people. That ain't the only thing. I'm not a big TV type person, no way, you know what I'm saying? But I do. I look at this shit. That's all. I do. So back to Raquel, Miss Raquel. I'm looking at YouTube, right? And it's a video. It says the real lives cast of Canaan cast, right? And their mates, and their husbands and wives. So Raquel, what's a real name? I don't know a real name. A woman from Canaan. We gonna put this out here because I know y'all gonna try to drag me for saying what I just said. So they show her, and they show her husband. She's been married for 7 years. She has a baby, and her husband is a lady. So my husband says, I don't even want to watch that no more. Very too. So you don't want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? But again, y'all gonna drag me for not clapping in that amen. Number one, Okay, he said this shit about George Floyd. He tried to clean it up because he say, well, a bunch of various documentaries and breakdowns on how JFK was killed, but we can't have different perspectives on how George Floyd was killed. Nigga, no. You know why? Because them police departments, you know what I mean, that enforce the city ordinance is the same police departments. Let's back up. Let's go back to the vagrancy laws. Let's go back to the Black Code, Jim Crow. All of that shit still exists today and is known as city ordinance, right? City ordinance by way of your city municipalities, right? These officers were created to do exactly what we see them do, which is harass our people, kidnap our people, sexually assault our people. This is not sexual assault. You know what I mean? Even though they do it, these officers don't just rape women, they also rape men. Actual rape, and I can say this because many of them have been convicted of it. Not only that, when they do these pedophile rings, where they set it up like it's a child actually talking to an adult pedophile, and they end up thinking they're gonna meet the child, and they end up meeting civilians to arrest them, or when the police do these things, they end up meeting them. A large percentage of the fucking pedophiles that they catch be the fucking police officers, right? So when I say they commit rape, I couldn't just say, well, I'm talking about the search when they patch it on and grab all on you and all of that. You don't want them to. But they actually out here sexually assaulting and raping. You know why? Because they've been fucking doing it. They've been doing it. Again, as a teenager, my mother told me never get into a relationship because they are alcoholic or women abuse. Now you go research statistics on what I just said. The percent they commit suicide. A high percentage of them that commit suicide. There's a high percentage of them that are alcoholics, and there's a high percentage of them who commit domestic violence against their mates. Even some of the, I actually know a couple, and they both cops, right? And they fight like cats and fucking dogs. Right here in the city of Detroit. I just say no names. I ain't the only person who knows this couple, right? They fight at the bar. They fight at home. You know what I'm talking about? They fight at the precinct. Everybody knows this. Neither one of them. I can't say whether or not they got rolled up fighting on the team like that. This is not new shit. So again, for Kanye to go against the grain of progress, some of y'all too, even my Mo brothers, you know what I mean? Which is kind of how I started. He shared a copy of what is allegedly the autopsy report from George Floyd, with the percentages of fentanyl that was in his system. So we out here promoting this bullshit, this satire bullshit that again came from these racist, skinhead, neo-Nazi type of militias. Again, like the Proud Boys, like the Old Faithfuls, and name some more of them. I wish I could think of the name. Rise of the Clintons DVD back in the day. Like I said, I used to sell these DVDs right next to an Astro Play, right next to a Bobby Hemmett, right next to a Taj Trippie. You know what I'm talking about? I used to sell the conscious DVDs back in the day. And I know when the mixture of information started to become very unstable. Back in the day, remember Nassar? Back in 2005, 2004? Y'all remember Nassar? So, and I want to say 2019, 2018, when y'all start talking about Nassar, people like me didn't get excited at all. Right? You know where the information came from. It You got brothers and sisters who say we don't have any standing as a people on an international level. It was a fucking lie. They'll let me know that you're not up to par with what's been going on over the past almost 40 years now. Like I said, this shit was going as far as our people finding out. We always, some of these things we always knew, but as far as various actual movements who were letting our people know that, look, this is our land. It's our shit. It ain't our shit. It belonged to the Cherokee and the Navajo, the Apache, the Creek, not the Seminoles. The Seminoles was the runaways. And according to some degree having university from the greatest university degree having motherfuckers, the Seminoles had a portion of so-called black people because those were the runaways. They ran away and they mixed in, and the story in reverse. Right? Read the story in reverse. We don't talk about how when they arrived here, they mixed in with us. And if they hadn't mixed in with us, they would still carry the extra chromosome. Right? But, you know, again, this I'm gonna be all day and all night with this, because keep naming Michael Jackson. Where does his all that rank he did? Where does who's in control of his estate right now? And where's his wealth going? I don't hear nothing. We have absolutely zero problems. Oh, I didn't look it up, but they're doing a Whitney Houston project. But they say that all of the proceeds that they make off of this sweet potato pie, this perfume, or whatever they're doing with the name on it, is gonna go to her. I posed the question: who's the executive of Whitney Houston's estate? Because that's who's gonna benefit from this. Is not gonna. Whitney Houston had one child, one. Peace be upon Whitney and Bobby Christina. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, I'm not like into the celebrity, you know, jockey celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love, right? I'm an artist myself, so some things I'm gonna be into it. Especially this Kanye, this Jay. I'm gonna call him by what he wants to be called as. I just want to know, you know what I mean? Is he Cassius Ye or is he Kanye? I don't do coon. Y'all know I don't. Right? I say nigga, but I'm not gonna say coon. I don't look at that. You can't use the same way you can't call somebody Uncle Tom in place of calling them a traitor or a sellout. In my book, you can't call them a coon in place of a traitor or a sellout. Again, that lets me. It just shows that we're detached from our own history, right? To be called a coon by a racist cracker who was trying to kidnap your ancestors or feed the babies to the alligators. They were calling your ancestors coons because they could not catch them in them swamps and shit. In the nighttime, they could not. They wouldn't even come out to try to kidnap us in those swamps, especially at no nighttime, because they would end up with their head cut off. That's what that word coon. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go farther back in history with the word coon, right? Again, y'all say Cherokee. But some of us say Dey-Twah. If we talking about our people, right? Y'all say Aniawea. You say Dey-Twah, right? They say the cat people. The coon they call the coon people. Or the raccoon people. This shit, I don't use the word coon. you a sellout, you a sellout. If you a traitor, you a traitor. You can't be alcoholic. End of the story. Right? Y'all catch up. Maybe you'll share the same sentiments. But I don't have to expect that. You know what I mean? This shit is by way of experience. Just as the generation before us, many of them, you know, some of us use the word nigga as a part of endearment, right? But the generation before us, they don't say that shit. Some of them, not all of them. They don't say all of them, because if it was all of them, it wouldn't have been passed down to us as a word of endearment, right? Use them both ways. My question is, what's the English definition of the word nigga? Where did they get this word from? And why was they calling our people that? Right? Now, we can look at the scientific definition of a troglodyte nigger. We know what that is. And it definitely ain't us. We don't have fur. We got hair. There are people who exist that fucking have fur. And it ain't us. A monkey has fur. If you say that troglodyte, what's the other? The Reese's monkey. If you say him, he ain't one of us. He melanated for a reason, right? He rusted for a reason. For those of you that deal, you know what I'm saying, with Kevin, the guys was green in the water, but when they came out, they rusted. You say our bodies became dense, right? Y'all get to talking about the Dogons and you know, the dolphins and all of this and all of that. You keep pointing over there as if that same math. I want to get on topic because what I'm looking at on my screen is not even been said. Again, Kanye apologized. He said he realized. He said when he watched the George Floyd footage, he was angered and enraged. You understand? He say he understand the shit, right? And he's sorry for saying what the fuck he said. That's what he said, right? He said a lot of shit. One thing I do know is, you know, this is my experience. I know a couple of people who signed a Def Jam. I know a couple of people who signed a Universal. You know what I'm saying? I know things, right? And usually when somebody is mad successful, right? And they get on this Jesus, Father, God, Lord. This from my experience, y'all. Usually there's some cocaine involved somewhere. It's some type of substance abuse going on. From my experience, what I experienced, I've seen all the way at the top of that pyramid fall. And right before they begin this fall, they always on that Jesus real hard. It's like a reality show, which you can't admit. He apologized to the black community on the comments that he said about George Floyd, because based on what this industry, entertainment industry has done to him, he feels like he has a knee on him. He feels like Jesus, Lord, Father, God is humbling him. That's what he said. Right? So my Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters, you know, y'all want to call him a Hebrew so bad, but they asked him if he was a Hebrew Israelite. He was asked that on one of the episodes. This is not alleged. I heard this from my own ears. They say he's an Orthodox Christian. He said it twice. He said, they asked, are you a Hebrew Israelite? Because some of the rhetoric that you out here spewing, you know, we hear them with that hate. Again, here to tell you, it's not hate that. You know what I mean? The shit about the Zionists and the Khazar, you know what I'm talking about? The Khazarians, the Ashkenazis. You know, I'm willing to bet my money, you know what I mean? He got that from the racist white folks, right? Because if he got a Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, or Elijah Muhammad, peace be upon him, he can't then turn around and say white lives matter. And again, what's on the front of the White Lives Matter t-shirt? Why nobody talking about that? Am I the only person that done looked at the front and tried to get a clear view of what's on the front of the shirt? White Lives Matter is on the back of the fucking front. What's on the front of the shirt is what everybody is gonna fucking see first. You gonna see what's on the front of the shirt. If I got like this shirt, I wore this on purpose. That's what I want. Whatever. Say you. But again, you don't know what the back of the shirt say, because I ain't turned around yet. So in order for you to see that the shirt said white lives matter, you gotta see the back of the shirt. The Pope is on the front of the shirt. Right? When you talk about the Orthodox Creek and shit, because you saying you a Christian, you saying you a Creek. Don't be mad at me. That's just what the definition is. When you look up the word Cretan, it doesn't just say one who lacks iodine, one who is mentally disabled somewhat and all that. It also says Christian. Originally, these people who y'all keep calling white people, not called white people. They were called Christians. They were called Cretans. Cretin. We understand the white status and the black status, but that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about people who are in that echelon of fucking knowledge. I don't get how y'all be pocket watching somebody else's money too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make the money, we all make money. Can you keep it? Can you properly manage your own affairs as to where you're not out here spazzing out trying to get out of a contract and then the next day showing up at fucking schedules owned by the same people who, you know what I'm talking about? Again, no J in Hebrew. You know what I'm talking about? So, sorry. You back knocking on their door after complaining about it. It's too many contradictions going on in this situation for me as a grown-ass woman. And again, once you marry outside, like, it's this saying that mothers have to their sons, especially to their melanated sons. Can't use your comb, you don't bring her home. If she can't use your comb, you don't bring her home. I've heard melanated mothers who are married to men who are biracial but won't admit that they biracial. If you ask them, they're gonna tell you they black, right? I've heard these mothers tell their sons, if she cannot use your comb, you don't bring her home. This ain't about me breaking no code, because I'm not riding this wave of supporting Kanye, because he's talking about his ministries. First of all, he's not even directing this shit towards y'all, right? When he says these people are screwed, they screwing y'all. I'm not involved in that shit. Period. Then I heard, what's the comedian name that is fucking terrible? Corey Holcomb. I know y'all like Corey Holcomb. I don't, you know what I'm saying? as a woman, naturally, I'm not going to be attracted to a lot of what Corey Holcomb talks about. But Corey Holcomb spoke about JP Morgan Chase Bank dropping Kanye as a customer. He said JP, and he said the nerve of them, ain't they? That's a government thing, is what he said, right? Now he gotta get it together. Your government is no more than a business, a corporation, and they are doing business, right? They give zero fucks. You jaywalked, you might end up getting murdered because it didn't happen, right? The same way any business or any corporation makes up policies and rules in order for them to be able to capitalize over their business. That's part of their business practices, right? Let's say you're an attorney at a large law firm, right? Your plan is to make partner. It's some things that you're gonna have to do to get to that seat that you're trying to set in, right? It's somebody else's company. Same goes for this cartel, right? These colonists. They came here with a goal. So I'm getting off the topic. I want to get off topic again. This brother say that Chase Bank is the government, or is the government entity, particular bank. Again, y'all be listening to these celebrities like they really got some fucking real knowledge, right? And it ain't even that. You know what I'm saying? If someone, even if I say something and you deem it, you know what I'm saying, not to be a fact, then the onus is on you, not on me. I'm not gonna sit up and hand clap an amen, no grown ass man who out here in front of the men of the world, all the goddamn facts, and he's having a sucker stroke. I told y'all weeks ago, he's having a sucker stroke. And I also said, when he made the tweet about he's gonna go death time on Jones, I said if he does do it, he's gonna win back all the black people who was just upset with his ass. And I told you why. Because again, we already had a lot of time. We already had enough. We already had a Colin Muhammad. We have a president right now who's been talking about this shit for years. Now, I don't agree with them removing, the content, the video. I don't agree with the here we go again. Contractually, these dudes, you just think they did, but this should be about contracts. Everybody can afford to pull out of a contract. And the reason why is the money that they telling us that they got, they don't be fucking having, right? They got this contract with this company, this multi-million-dollar contract. They got this multi-million-dollar contract with this company. Got almost $1 billion contract with this company, right? Then you go out and remember, you got these lawyers, you got these accountants. Ye got two of the biggest law firms in the United States. Matter of fact, he has these two largest law firms representing him right now, right? He say he just had a mediation with Adidas in terms of this contract and what they gonna do. Y'all realize that he broke their morality, how you say that? Morality clause in the contract. Morality clause, thank you. In the contract, right? Then they have a non-compete clause, meaning that he can't go out in the fashion industry and do anything for a certain amount of time. Now his non-compete clause with Gap, that ends in December. You see what I'm saying? So he's completely done with them in December. He can continue to, do his craft. Right now, he cannot. Based on these contracts that he fucking put his John Hancock on. Yeah. A lot of this is him mismanaging his own affairs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that the people that he been doing business with for the past 20 years haven't had their hand in the cookie jar. That's not what I'm saying. Reading is fundamental, right? You have a lot of attorneys in the world, but if your attorney is cousins, your record label exists, or they just share the same faith, so they go on those trips to Israel every quarter. You know what I'm talking about? They have not an alliance, but I don't use the word code. Y'all don't wore that out. You know what I'm saying? Until we figure out what our code is, then I won't hear nothing about we ain't on code. They stay on code. That's just like the shit y'all say, well, rich white people, they don't go out and buy this. They have on raggedy shoes and you's a fucking lie. You a lie. All rich people don't do that. Most rich so-called white people don't walk around with Kmart clothes and shit on. Don't tell me that shit. They ride Bentleys and shit too. They in the Gucci store. It's more of them in the Gucci store than it is you in the Gucci store. Because they got the bread to do it. And again, you see this on the screen, right? You see this on the screen. So for me, when Ye said, well, George Floyd, you know what I mean? He died from fentanyl and all. This was a disrespect to all of these brothers and sisters on the screen. And more, and more. There's more. Totally just spit in our face. So for me to ride with him just because he said something about the Yiddish Khazarian people he's been in the bed with for years, and is he Kanye? Skechers is owned by Yiddish Khazarian Ashkenazi people, but he walked up in their offices and got put out. I don't think he's. I'm. You know what I mean? I'm not one of the people who run around and say he's crazy, he's mentally unstable, and all of that. But this is cocaine, goddamn activity if I ever seen it in my lifetime. And I can't even put that on that man because I don't know that man like that. But again, I've experienced and witnessed things, right? Cat Williams told y'all, you gonna just do the cocaine right in front of me? Right here? Don't you see me here? Yeah, they see you. They don't care. And then he's in-laws to a known cocaine family. Black China. What's their brother name? All of them, they don't deny sniffing cocaine. Rich people don't deny that the cocaine is in the room when they in the room. When they're in the party, they don't deny that the cocaine is there. I don't know how long I've been on here talking. It's been over an hour already, and I ain't even saying what I'm supposed to say. I ain't even showed y'all what you so much. Pretty photos. It ain't just about no national anthem, although that poem, that song that has multiple verses was about shitting on us. Shitting on the melanated men joined the British to fight the colonists, right? Francis was mad because the melanated indigenous men was whipping their ass along with their other enslaved, the British Moors, or just the British. You could just say it like that. I don't care. Makes me no different. The fact is, Francis Scott Keys wrote that became their national anthem against melanated people. So we never should have been standing up, putting our hand over our heart, or pledging no allegiance to no flag, or no oath say, "Can you see?" by no Don's early light. They shouldn't have made it and survived to the Don's early light. Right? I read the whole poem some years ago to y'all. Used to make copies of this shit back in 2005, 2006, the entire song. So you can see, you can read the next verse. In the next verse, and you see that they was fucking talking about murder. And get their ass out. Francis Scott Keys, he was speaking to that fact. Your blood, you know what I mean? Wait a minute, I should pull it up. But I know it says something about leave us the land no more. That blood has washed out their foul footsteps. Talking about your ancestors. These out the way. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Homie. Boom. I already told y'all, like, we don't study, though. We put this in, kind of almost on the wrong people a little bit, because I told y'all, the highest population of people who are born with this tail are also the highest population of people who are born as hermaphrodites, meaning with both sex. And that would be your East Indian, right? But again, Indo-European languages mix all that. Again, my mama said if you can't use your phone, she can't come home. Don't bring her home, OJ. My mama said if you can't use your phone, don't bring her home, yay. OJ, Sidney Poitier, Sammy Davis Jr., Bill Cosby, everybody who y'all love and support, y'all, your girl, your homegirl over here is not. I'm not feeling that at all. These are, although I named a bunch of entertainers, these were very and are very wealthy melanated men, and they need to find them a beautiful melanated woman and get it popping, so that wealth stays in that bloodline. The same way that the people complaining about, they don't marry outside of their people. Again, Amir, you told me you ain't want to watch Kanan no more because Rock married to a white man. So let me have my goddamn moment of truth, because the truth would be different if I was sitting up here seeing some other shit. But I'm saying the real shit. Oh, hold on. I got some 38 over this one. Now look at this. Look at here. All you conscious men, you Hebrew Israelites, you Moors, you Pan-Africanists, which one of you would ever dye your hair blonde? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you would dye your hair blonde. Raise your hand if you believe that Ice Cube would dye his hair blonde, put a MAGA hat on, and go take a photo out with Trump. Raise your hand if you think Khalid Muhammad would be upon him, if he had some hair when he was here. Before we skied up. You know what I'm talking about? You think he would dye his hair blonde? You think he would dye his hair blonde and put on a MAGA hat and take a picture with Trump? Now you can put OJ. Do you think OJ would dye his hair blonde and take a picture? Possibly. But Elijah Muhammad wouldn't do it. Malcolm X wouldn't do it. Khalid Muhammad wouldn't do it. Professor Griff wouldn't do it. Malcolm X's hair it was red. Detroit red. you say when they dye their hair blonde, I mean they've been compromised, right? Talk to me, man. I'm saying. Come on, y'all. I'm not. I can't do it. As much as I was elated when I heard him say, simply, George Bush don't care about black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think, you telling me something by mentioning it. But I'm the person that put it on the DVD in circulation throughout the Constitution back in the day. I put gay on. My teacher was Bobby and Bobby L, Ryan March, all of them was on that same fucking DVD. Wow. See, and this is what I'm talking about. When y'all get into this fake information, Gitmo. What is this Gitmo? They gonna send you to Gitmo, and Trump got a social and Elon Musk. What the fuck? Y'all know this information, right, bro? My brother up here, what is his name? OG Burgess hyphen and y'all got to stay out the white supremacist trash can. This be their information that y'all be spreading around. Y'all mix that information in with what you learn from A Peace Be Upon Them, Dr. Ben. You know what I'm saying? You mix it in with a John Hurt. You mix it in, what's the I'll be trying to think of his name for the past few minutes too. Y'all gotta forgive me. You know what I'm saying? Some things I do forget, but I don't have no severe case of amnesia at all. Just 5 days ago, I say we have a severe case of amnesia. We cheerleading a man who mismanaged his own affairs and can't control his mind or mouth. Dragged a melanated man who was murdered by the police through the mud. Now, some issue will be said that he was dragged through the mud. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, he did. What do you mean? It didn't. Just think about why I say Kanye or they donated $2 million to Breonna Taylor family and George Floyd children, a college fund, right? But he put a bunch of stipulations on, how and when they'll receive the money. You know what I'm talking about? The same way the Yiddish put a bunch of conditions in them goddamn contracts for his ass. So what I mean by that is he kind of acts out. You know what I mean? He acts like he Oreos it up a lot of times. You cannot deny that. Again, look who he married. If she can't use your comb, don't bring her home. God damn it. While letting a bed wench and a orange pill. When I said bed wench, y'all know I'm talking about Cassius. Bed wench and a orange pill, man. So now after he has kissed multiple Yiddish people asses to play in their yard, they assume one day he owned his own yard of talented flunky for bondage. Again, he's trying to get his own picked up. What he was, I don't know. I really don't. You know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to figure out where he's going, even with these interviews and these conversations. When the shit gets serious, he started talking that creepy part. Father God, Lord Jesus. You know what I'm talking about? You sound like a fucking slave. All y'all saying he free? That's slave fucking somebody of my goddamn degree. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? When we talking about the highs of the high of the greatest of the great, I don't want to hear you talking about Lord, Father God, won't he do it? Jesus, remember, ain't no J in Hebrew, right? And we gotta be beyond being one-sided with shit. What do I mean? When it comes to these various ideologies that once served a purpose that they really don't serve no more. They don't service us anymore because we placed that shit above self. That kind of shit makes it seem like it's okay to bring her home if she can't use your gun. It makes it seem like for all of these centuries that it was okay to specifically refer to the Most High as a male only. That shit made it okay to desecrate the Holy Divine Trinity, which is Mother, Father, Child. Not no Father, God, Father, Lord. Hold on. Who eliminated the Mother from that Divine Trinity? So Kanye ain't saying shit in that realm, but again, I understand that it's people who will never let that go, right? And a lot of those people be former hoes, former crackheads, pedophiles. They know they got a way out. Jesus forgive all, right? This is just real. I don't care who like it and who don't like it. If the bitch can't use your comb, don't bring her home. Mistake number one. Now because of that, you gotta fucking stroke out this piece. Just imagine he wouldn't have went through what he went through with Kim. He wouldn't be out here professing to be telling y'all how slimy and dirty. It's only because he's not satisfied. He didn't get the results that he was looking for. He thought they was just gonna let him go buy a bunch of shit and do as he pleases, create a bunch of churches and all kind of shit. And I ain't having that shit. You know why? Because they know that. Who did I just say? Old boy said he had a bullet for them sitting in this hall. J Electronica. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have a J Electronica and a Dead Press and a Soraka. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't about to let you have that going on, bro. Now he could have did it like Sway said. Do it by yourself. You don't have to answer Sway how he did the shit on his own. He did what the fuck he wanted to do. Y'all saying, well, this was the perfect shit. He got himself up out of all of these contracts and Adidas gotta pay him $200 million. That's allegedly, y'all. According to, again, there's a morality clause involved. There's a non-compete clause involved. You know what I'm talking about? And it seems to be to me that these two large firms of attorneys that Ye has wasn't on his fucking team. Looking at the fact that Adidas owns the copyright to all the designs of his shoes. All Yeezy owns is the name Yeezy. And until that non-compete clause is up, Adidas can still sell the Yeezys with Yeezy written on. And when the non-compete clause is over with, Adidas can still sell all of those shoes. They just can't call them Yeezys because they own the designs. That's just that. And with him violating some of that contract, they're making him pay. Well, they're trying to. Like I said, he's in mediations now. We'll see what happens. This shit is not gonna be as forgiving as they was with no Nick Cannon. Peace to God. Look, when you watch with the Jew guy, y'all got me saying Jew now. What's his name? Now what Easy was talking about, he showed him he got a big cock, and he showed him his penis and all of this crazy shit. He be saying some crazy shit, y'all. Y'all don't be watching all of these interviews. I've been watching all of this shit. He tells Kanye, well, yeah, you got a big cock, but I just can't understand why you showed it to me the first time we met. Like, what the fuck? And I think a lot of our people are being really fucking immature out here. Acting, real childish. I'm saying that because y'all jumping up and down. Ooh, he said the Jews run everything. Ooh, like Michael Jackson, like nobody else ever said this shit. But I take I take issue with those who said after you've been married to for 20, 30, 40 years. After you done married they women and made they women, and in-laws, you pale people, you pale in-laws, rich as fucking ever. When you get tired of, that's what you call a high maintenance type lifestyle that they live, right? You have a wife that has a fake butt, fake breast, hair extensions. Kim Kardashian got fucking hair extensions and shit too. Right? Wigs, all of that shit. The daily upkeep. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you put yourself in that situation. I don't feel sorry for you worth a fuck. However, I do sympathize with him from the point of view as an artist. For them to, y'all call it cancellation culture, but it's like I create an album, or as a fashion designer, I create some clothing, and you say that I'm not allowed to distribute it. Well, together and spent 50% of the money that they have spent on these white hoes, they would have been able to open up their own distribution centers, right? Again, you talk about high maintenance, Beverly Hills, and Malibu type lifestyle. Know what I'm talking about? And I know brothers and sisters tripping talking about I had a culture shock in Florida. You know what California looks like when it comes to interracial relationships. Again, just get back to the thank you, Ye. Again, I thank him for opening up these doors for me to be able to have this conversation with y'all about this mixing the information, how y'all picking up stuff from the other side and bringing it over here. It don't belong over here. Where is that? Man, this is. I know these pictures. I hope I'm going the right way. All these pictures that I need must be at the end. Y'all alright. Y'all alright. Y'all know what I say. God is the root word of belief. And wait a minute, wait. I don't know who, but I seen somebody praising somebody else about using the words Khazarian and Ashkenazi. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, this brother, you know what I mean? Is the reason everybody said that now. Bruh. That's funny. Just the arrogance, just the ego. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with, a little bit of cockiness when you put in a whole bunch of work. But since 1992, those of us, you know what I mean, who've been in the knowledge of self, already was using those terms because me, myself, I'm going to tell you where I learned this shit from. I learned this shit from the Pale Man in the Bible by Malachi Z. York. And y'all already know where I'm at, you know what I mean? Like the information, a lot of the information that came out of the literature that was put out here by those brothers and sisters who were followers of Malachi and shit that was put out here by him, lectures and literature. A large portion of it was, you know, on point. Not all of it, but that's not the gate, you know what I mean, or to lead what he did. See how we is as a people, we so fucked up, we will support a melanated person to the end just because they have a particular fucking status. So now you idol worshiping all over again. Y'all can say cognitive dissonance and all of that shit. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. When it comes to our people, you know what I mean? Once you decide to pick up the chick that cannot use your home and you take her home, you not getting no support from me. Say what you like. Again, I bet you every last one of you brothers within listening this, when y'all seen the actress from Canaan found out that she was married to a pale face, y'all weren't happy with that. One of my moms tried to drop this on, right? And I had to let my brother know. Like, I saw this already. And this is Photoshop. You know? I wanted to be actual just like you. And this was before all of this other shit happened. Let me see. I just want to find these pictures. But that Photoshop picture, you know, is before all of this shit went down. Once all this shit went down, he started talking, you know what I mean, with the shirt as well, regurgitating the white supremacist satire, talking shit about George Floyd and making comparisons to JFK as if that situation there's no similarity. There's no way for me to look at the George Floyd situation when we watched that man with that man's films. When we watched that trap, you know what I mean? I called him Derek K. You know what I mean? So he just taking one for the team. He didn't actually kill that man. He just taking one for the team. He gonna go to prison. You know what I mean? And take one for the team. But again, I don't know if I think it was yesterday. I got the footage or whatever, but y'all boy Cassius Ye apologized for saying that, and he understands how it made so-called black people feel for him to make those statements about George Floyd. He apologized, right? Again, these people this is a bloodline, what you see here. Bush, Obama, William Jefferson. What's his name? Carter, President Carter. I don't know. This is a bloodline, right? And one day, right here where Obama stands, that might be one of Ye's sons, right? And I know how y'all conscious about Obama. I ain't rocking with Obama. And neither did I. But y'all took issue when I defended. It's not even as if I'm in defense of Michelle Obama by telling y'all that she is not a man, right? I'm in defense of the conscious community because I'm trying to tell y'all make us look retarded by saying that that woman is a fucking man. You know why you make us retarded times 10? Because first of all, that propaganda was created by your neo-Nazi skinhead KKK motherfuckers, various militias, from the Proud Boys on up and down. Who, by the way, the Proud Boys, you know, are predominantly police officers. A lot of them that storm the Capitol. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care about them storming the fucking Capitol. They pissed off at their own people. So they, to me, they had all right to fucking storm the Capitol. Ain't nothing to mind. The land up under it is what belongs to Aniawea, right? And the building sits on the land, so I guess it do belong to us. But we are getting no benefits from this business that our ancestors, some of our ancestors, to let them set up various colonies in order to do commerce and trade, not to own no fucking land. All right? That was never the deal. They do not own any land. They are a business. The state of Michigan is a business, right? The state of New York is a corporation. It's a fucking business, right? They do not have the charge that they are a business. To verify it. That's how you know. Again, they want to be up in here. I hope he get that out his system. I hope he get that completely out his system. Right. It's like, again, to some of our people, they look at it and they say America is the greatest nation, and you know, you've never been to a third world country, so you don't know, and blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. I don't want to be disrespectful and call nobody delusional, right? But this is what you need to consider. You need to seriously consider the fact that this earth creates enough resources for everybody. It's enough resources on this earth for everybody, right? Meaning that zero homeless, zero people living in poverty and famine, but yet you have a so-called 100 families, so-called holding up all. It ain't that they 100 bloodlines that hog up all the wealth of the earth. See, y'all value a piece of paper with dead slave owners on a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? You value Balenciaga and all of this other shit, and you create it as a symbolism of fucking wealth. It's materialistic things. See, I love gold. You know what I'm talking about? To me, it is more genetic, but it is a show of status, right? It is actual money. It is the actual original, well, one of the original means of trade in between nations. You might have a product that I want, but I might not have no, you know what I mean? No resources in my territory that you need. But if I got some gold, anything that you have in your territory, you're gonna be, you know what I mean? I'm not saying all of your stuff, but let's say you got apples and mangoes, and you know what I mean? You got a pond full of good fish and whatnot, you know what I mean? I'm just crossing through. I got you know what I mean? I got these gold coins, these silver shillings. How to say that shit? So wait a minute before I get up out of here. It's another clause. It's called the survivorship clause, right? Within the contract, that's supposed to be implemented in case something like this goes on, so it can be properly challenged. Just like if they try to use the morality clause and violate the morality clause, and you have what's called a survivorship clause. Now, it's public record that Adidas owns the copyright for the designs to the Easy line, Adidas line or whatnot, right? But the contract is not fucking public information, so we don't even know if Kanye, excuse me, attorneys negotiated a survivorship clause into his contract. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just brainstorming on what I've learned and what I've actually seen. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's something that I'm not sure of, I'm gonna say alleged, because that's just what it is. But if it's something that I know, like we know where he got certain statements from, right? He even accredits Candace Owens' documentary for being the reason that he said what he said. Again, he got in front of the camera yesterday and was like, I know there's been a lot of talk about me apologizing to the Black community, since I apologize to the Jewish community, which I'm with y'all. If you, on certain interviews, he did not apologize. He said he's sorry for hurting anybody's feelings that were hurt. He was talking about specific so-called Jews, right? But in the interview with, what's the Jew guy name? I heard Charlemagne plugging him or whatever. By him being Jewish, that interview was expected for, Ye to be on his knees. Now, Ye said some things that I don't like. Like I said, he was sitting there discussing with this man how he has a big penis. The man was like, yeah, I just can't understand why you showed it to me when we first met. Like that, it made sense that he would marry a woman who brought the woman home. You know what I'm talking about? And several others. Herschel Walker, which is why they're quick to side with that. We're all Americans and the Democrats are bringing us down, as if the Republicans are something different. They're the same fucking shit. And you want to talk about the history of melanated people dealing with the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. Now, I don't know why I always want to call this guy Roosevelt. I think of Roosevelt, I think of Rockefeller. I don't know what Rockefeller was a Democrat, right? The one from the 30s, because I know it's two Rockefeller brothers, right? Rockefeller. Roosevelt, shit. During the 30s, he was the one who put in the Social Security Act, into effect or whatnot. All of those melanated people at that time were backing Roosevelt as a Democratic, candidate or whatnot, a president, right, CEO of the largest wealthy criminal cartel known to man, which is the United States of America. That's my soundbite. Yes, they helped get him into office, but during that time, there were all of these, your black caucus and all of that shit came up out of that. You know what I'm saying? So they were Democratic Party is good for the Negro. You know what I'm talking about? That's where all of that shit came from, right? But prior to that, again, our people, it wasn't just that our people were voting Republican, like you actually had a bunch of melanated men who were senators and congressmen at the time, right after the Civil War. People always bring this up, right? They even bring up 1870. Check this out, though. They say 1870 is after the 15th Amendment, and that's when the first melanated man voted, right? Which is a lie. It's not true, right? But you will get somebody like Ye who will regurgitate this shit and then do no research, right? It's not the first time the melanated people fucking voted.
You know what I mean? In 1870, after the 15th Amendment. That's not what happened. You had brothers and sisters who were already free before they created a free man's bureau, before the Europeans. You think these people wasn't casting a ballot? That's what they call it back then. I'll call it vote now. That's something that's been commercialized and politicized. You know, even before what y'all call electoral college, people were casting a ballot, right? You own land, you had a say. And what these colonists was doing and where they can do it. Shit was simple. It's not simple now because you have millions of acts and statutes that they create. Put us in situations where we end up getting murdered, kidnapped, jail for ransom. We got to put our house up. All kind of crazy. We forgot what an actual crime is, right? Crime is a murder. Crime is rape and robbery. These are crimes. Me not having a driver's license, me not registering for your military, for your my son, that, you know what I mean? Registering, just what to think of. They got millions of them, so we can do this all night. All night. You finding out, or he's finding, you can say Kanye finding out anything about the music industry. He's been in it for 2 decades. So we'll say that people are finding out. Oh, really how she you can go JC. Right? And I don't want to say, or it can go Kanye. It can go JC. It could go mystical. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the bad example. But he allegedly, you know what I'm saying, the crimes that he's, you know, being accused of. I don't want to use him as an example, but give me somebody. Or he can go Professor Chris. I'm gonna say his name multiple times, you know what I'm saying? He could go Jay, or he could go Jay Electro. You know? Yeah. Just imagine you an artist. I got the #1 hip-hop magazine. You a hip-hop artist. You don't have any majors backing you, right? But you want to be in this magazine really, really bad. You know, if you get in this magazine, that the exposure that you're going to receive from being in my magazine, so it's like a Master P or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? You know, like step to me with, you know, put a couple bags. Like, I'm trying to get up. If you don't have those bags and a major not backing you, meaning you didn't get either way it go. I'm like, me as a magazine owner, I'm gonna get paid, whether it's No Limit or whether it's from Columbia or Warner Brothers or Universal or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Not always from the artist. Let's just say like an LL Cool J. He promotes Gap. He promoted Gap. Those ads, Gap is gonna pay me. I own the magazine. So I know those ads in the magazine. It just so much to this shit, bro. It's like it takes 10 hours just to take 5 different bills because I have so much information. But again, I really just wanted to explain my points of contention with Kanye. I wanted to ask y'all, was he Cassius Ye or was he Kanye? I know we feel different ways. And the main purpose of me doing this too was because I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I actually had to work on a Saturn's Day. Saturn's Day. Saturn's Day. It's a Saturn's Day. Peace to the guys, Dey-Twah Soul. I finally found a copy of that song. So you didn't know what I was singing. What I had saw. That's what it is. It's called a Roller Skate Saturn's Day song. Also, Ronnie Laws. That's a song called Saturday. Ooh, they done took them down. It's like ownership, video content owner. These things look always. So if you on YouTube, you still good. But I hope it ain't getting no echo. I'm trying to get to the video. I'm hoping it's not the music. I could have did it without the music. That wasn't my idea. We're gonna go over one thing. I should have went over two things. I'm not gonna be able to do it, y'all. Especially since we don't have the Fed book. Okay, here we go right here. I wanna get this straight with everybody before I leave. A lot of y'all didn't, you know what I mean? You thought I said some shit that I didn't say when I could have been more, I guess, creative with how I introduced what someone else said to the book, right? So, and I hope they do it, and I bet you always how these, it shouldn't even be like that. Like right now, if I want to listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire, I should be able to listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire. But because of Paramount and Columbia or whatever goddamn record label, they was gonna Epic, whoever the fuck it was, A&M, whoever it was at the time, you know what I mean, own rights to the masters or whatever the copywriter they want to get paid. I already bought the album, so I can't listen to it while I talk to my people on the line. I already bought the CD. Def Jam, Lear, Lara, however you say his name, I already bought the CD, so I can't listen to the CD while I deal with my people. The answer is stop it. Oh, I literally had to tell y'all. It's not gonna work like that. So right here. Now what happened was, peace to my cousin. I know people from all walks of life. I know brothers and sisters who do hold 2 and 3 degrees from various universities, master degrees from Yale and master degree from Vanderbilt, and like I actually know brothers and sisters who are very, about their education, right? Been in school since they left high school. So, okay. I'm very interesting, right? I'm looking at this from a psychological standpoint. Is brothers and sisters who are Baptist Christians, is brothers and sisters who are Jehovah's Witnesses, is brothers and sisters who are Hebrew Israelites, is brothers and sisters who are atheists, is brothers and sisters who are Orthodox Muslims, is brothers and sisters who are Muslims out of a nation of Islam, is brothers and sisters who are Sunni Muslims. It's so many various ideologies. My point is, everybody has an opinion considering what's being said. Some people are very, very anti. Some of our brothers and sisters are very anti-Ye right now. And again, like I predicted, I told you before he even said anything about the so-called Jews, before he actually said anything, he made the tweet. I told y'all then, this shit has to stick. because again, the brothers not rocking with him who are inside of this country. If you start talking shit about those people, these brothers and sisters are wholeheartedly support 100%. And look what happened. So let's get to it. Right here. I was gonna work out. It seemed like I would be able to just click on it. So yeah, I seem like it was hard. Oh no. Where's your engineers? See how they do it. Oh man. I don't know which button it is. Right, okay. Let's not try to be y'all because I'm messing it up. And now it's doing it on its own. I'm not even touching it. They do not. Oh my god. They do not want me to get this out. I got to. Facebook is over here just going crazy for no reason. Now naturally, so it's cool. So because I'm broadcasting. Yeah, but so what y'all think? You think that it's actually somebody who exists who we could catapult into politics to help? The only thing I want from any of their corporate entities is reparations, restitution, compensation, redress. Name some more words. Y'all so fucking smart. You know what I'm talking about? I love y'all. But other than that, I have no reason to have any interactions with any of these businesses, any of these corporations. I don't care if it's the state of Oklahoma, the state, especially the state of Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. That's right, I said Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. Y'all say Tennessee. I say Tennessee, Michigan. You know, I don't feel as though I have or we have the power to stop them from doing business, but one goddamn thing for sure we have the power to do, and we reserve the right to not do business with their ass. And any business ventures that any wealth that they gain from their business ventures as colonists, they're supposed to be breaking bread with us. You're not supposed to be fucking paying no taxes. Property taxes, sales taxes, any tithes, any tithes, any tithes we're not supposed to be paying. Any people with any motherfucking sense that say, hey, these people owe us reparations, these invaders, based off just phenotype alone, they visibly are infected. Based off phenotype alone, visually they are invaders, y'all. So what I look like paying them a fucking tax? they continue to amass wealth by way of, let me take this down. Fake, they ain't even let me pull this up, y'all. So I'm about to just start working. Then if not, it is what it is. I just have to do it another time. But y'all about know I'm talking about post and procedure. I could just read it, but it ain't. We can't do that. Cannot be that. So again, they got all this wealth, right? Off of barbaric business practices and forcing people into contract and forcing our ancestors into doing business with them, right? Which started by way of contractually, right? That X, putting that X on documents that were written in a tongue that is not our mother tongue. My Facebook probably not with me, but is I give, a Facebook page, right? It's owned by them. Not that shit wants to come back up. I gotta do this. If I don't do this, then it defeats the purpose. Doing this period. Try to do more time. This is predominantly. Let me stay up. I want to make that video. I gotta try one more time. Alright, let me go down. Say, these aren't my words, but you'll see why y'all should be celebrating the fact that Ye didn't say he's a boy. Again, these aren't my words, but you'll see why y'all shouldn't be celebrating the fact that Ye, or y'all shouldn't be celebrating the fact that he didn't say he's a Moor or a Hebrew Israelite. Again, this information was copied in the text concerning how the vast majority of brothers and sisters who are interested in knowledge of ancient archaeology, anthropology, carbon dating, nationality, birthright, sovereignty, etc., etc. Most brothers and sisters, most melanated people aren't interested in any of the things that I just named. They're not interested in knowledge. Let's highlight this shit. They're not interested in the ancient ones. They're not interested in archaeology, anthropology, carbon dating, nationality, birthright, or something. These are keep in mind, this is shit that I'm just brainstorming while I'm at work. Right? I could have very well put a whole bunch of other shit in the midst of this, but I did not. Right? My point is, I want to show y'all how these brothers and sisters that don't care about none of this, don't care again about knowledge itself, ancient ones, archaeology, anthropology, carbon dating, nationality, birthright, or sovereignty. I wanted to show y'all how they are responding to us and Ye. Specifically, I said how they are responding to us and Ye. These is a lot of my brothers and sisters, cousins, who, like I said, hold various master degrees in psychology, medical fields, all kind of shit. I'm giving you insight on how they are feeling, right? So I copied and pasted what they said. Number one, he's appealing to motherfuckers who don't read or think beyond the surface. I hate saying it, but fuck it. He's appealing to basic Negroes who only see the money. Them members who will holler about y'all hating all day. The intellectual bar is so low. The intellectual bar is low as fuck. I know how that sounds, but he's appealing to them. He's appealing to the Hotep conspiracy theorists and methods who have those views on Jews already. I'm seeing a lot of 5% of the defending, and it's hypocritical as fuck because they were quiet as hell about the anti-black shit that he said, right? Again, I'm giving you a view of how the brothers and sisters who are not a part of this so-called conscious movement of woke people, y'all are getting no respect. I've been telling y'all for the longest to stop doing our shit with that racist shit that you don't know where it's coming from. Y'all running around saying retarded shit like Michelle Obama is a man. They gonna send y'all to Guantanamo Bay. All of this shit about Trump this. And shit don't come. And the people is going, all this crazy ass shit that you cannot prove. I don't care if it's fucking true or not. You take that and you mix it in with telling people about we indigenous or talking this Aboriginal Americans with a bunch of racist white satire, and your own people don't want to be nowhere around you. The brothers and sisters who hold a master's degree from various universities don't want to converse with the brothers and sisters who hold various degrees and scholarship by way that is self-taught, because we want to know about knowledge of self, right? We don't want to necessarily end up in the fucking mountain of debt by way of student fucking, what y'all call that? You in student loan debt hell, filling out the application, wait for that, not Obama, his homeboy Biden, his cousin Biden, and then was gonna take care of your debt. Now they didn't appeal the shit to the court, and Biden, the dementia, senile having ass, he don't even remember the fact that the congresswoman, was she a congresswoman or judge, whoever she was, she passed over, right? She passed. And he knew that the woman passed 2 days ago, but when they had this meeting 2 days after he acknowledged the woman and sent them the family, all kind of stuff, he's calling her name, asking her to step to the podium. Biden did this. This your homeboy. These your peoples. Be it Democrat, Republican, or this is these people's business. They have structure that y'all keep calling the fucking government. They not my motherfucking government. They are foreign invaders who need to go the fuck home. How rich do the fuck they want to be? They have drained us in this land for fucking centuries. Let's go back to it again. They say he's appealing to Hotep conspiracy theorists and MFers who have these views on Jews already. I mentioned Kalamaha, you know what I mean? Even the brothers and sisters with the master degrees from the various universities, you know what I'm talking about? Even they recognize that this information has already existed before Kanye began to regurgitate it, right? They were quiet as hell about the anti-black shit. Add the MFers who are on, I'm tired of hearing about Kanye shit because they just don't want to accept the burden of critically thinking. They don't want to accept the burden of critically thinking about it all. And whoop, there it is, the great divide. And don't think it is a coincidence that all of this happened close to midterms. Again, you see Kanye in the MAGA hat and all of that, you know what I'm talking about? I'm not with that shit. I don't care if it's Democrats who were saying make America great again and made a MAGA hat. That's what y'all don't do. The brothers and sisters who really about this knowledge, so we don't care about that shit. We don't have finance to catapult anybody up into the range of politics to get them at least up to the bar. You start off locally, then you get them up, you know what I mean? Into the, I heard the sister talk about this. You get them, you know, you want to get them to be governors and presidents. So what they gonna do? Write a bunch of executive orders and they would get assassinated. And ain't none of y'all got enough kahunas to sit in the fucking position. And those who do have the kahunas don't have the desire. I don't have the desire to be a fucking politician. I'm a politician for the same corporation that fucking kidnapped my people today the same way they kidnapped my fucking ancestors. Hold my people for ransom. You ain't even convicted of a crime and they putting up a ransom. You got to pay a ransom to get out. That's what it is. You call it a bond, a bill, it's a fucking ransom. Kidnap me and put me in a cage and tell my people until she comes through our administrative process and either admits to guilt or says she's not to say that I'm innocent. You want me to say I'm not guilty or I'm guilty. Innocent ain't even a choice in that equation. I keep telling you the same shit over and over. So let's finish this shit. Here, these brothers and sisters here say we got the great divide. What did I say earlier about the movie Django? This reminds me of the movie Django when our people were split within the conscious community. Some people supported what Spike Lee said, which was Django was a terrible film. Don't go see it. Boycott it. And then peace be upon them. You had you had Dick Gregory saying that he loved the movie and he called Spike Lee a punk and all kind of shit. Some of us agreed with Dick Gregory and some of us agreed with Spike Lee and other people who said bad movie and what Quentin Tarantino, he don't say the word nigga and da-da-da-da-da-da. That's how it went. For me, this is similar. For me, this is too similar to the O.J. Simpson situation. I told y'all, if she can't use your comb, you don't bring her home. So even though, how many years ago that was, I was much younger than I am now, but I didn't fuck with O.J. I said I didn't care if O.J. was found innocent or guilty. It makes me no difference. I don't care. Fuck him. That's what I said. To say he knows what he's doing. He's not stressed about losing his deals. He knows he's gonna be all right. And honestly, that's fine. I just wish we would have shut him down. I wish it was us who went to Adidas and Def Jam on some, oh, that's how y'all get down. Y'all think slavery was a choice, like y'all boys. Okay, bet. No, not us. We think this is brilliant. Fuck this white, black Napoleon pig ass. This is now I want to reread Animal Farm. This is what somebody else said, right? And like I've been pointing out to y'all, this shit makes us look crazy when you run around. But let me see, because I keep mentioning Michelle Obama is a man and all this. It's a whole bunch of other shit because some of these Moors who's supposed to be my brothers, I'm supposed to be your sister. Y'all jump on my page and bunch of racist satire that you believe everything David Icke say, you believe everything Alex Jones say, you believe everything that the Freedom Alliance put out here, you know, the people that made the Constitution. Yeah. I actually do, you know what I mean? How you say that? Subscribe to that shit. Yeah, I do actually believe that I don't have to believe it. You know what I mean? I don't have to believe that they stole Bush. You know what I'm talking about? Like, this is shit that's documented. But what they do is they'll add on shit to get, like, it's like Days of Our Lives, All of My Children, General Hospital. They dramatize the shit and add more shit. And then they have these white supremacist views. Of course they would. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't know why we end up, I do know why. Again, the same way that we have our top 100 scholars in their literature, like a J.A. Rogers and so on and so forth, they have their shit. The same way we have our top scholars who do lectures, you know what I'm saying, who are Pan-Africanists or Moors and so on. I mean, these white supremacists have the same, right? So sometimes their information in their books and shit lies by our side, because some of the shit that they do say kind of helps our points of contention. But the shit that you can't, that thing is true. You know what I'm saying? You don't then take a bunch of they shit and begin to regurgitate it. I've seen it done by some of the best. I have had tears in my eyes speaking to some elders who put me on to fucking knowledge yourself, right? Got a whole school, we'll just say this movie called Confederate States of America, right? It's a movie. It's a movie called Confederate States of America. And you have had an elder look at the movie and actually thought that it was an actual documentary, like a parody or whatnot. And when the movie goes off, it actually tells you what actually happened and what actually didn't. Like there were certain products that they put in the movie that actually existed. You know what I mean? And in the movie, I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all probably already in the movie, they suggest that Harriet Tubman she saved Abraham Lincoln, right? And helped him flee to Canada, right? That Abraham Lincoln was not assassinated. But it was just it wasn't real. Things that were actual factual, again, within the documentary, at the end of it, as the credits roll, they let you know what's real. I'm trying, y'all. I'm really trying. I probably could just go to do but I don't want to do that because the same way Kanye is free, or Cassius Ye is free to say whatever he wants. He's gonna fucking this brother is free to say what he like, but when you put the shit on my post, like I gotta get you together. I gotta get you straight immediately. Oh, this is so retarded. Retarded is slang just like dope. If they can say nigga and nigger, we can say retarded. It's English. You want to be, you know what I mean? You want to be super articulate or, proper in the way you context. Syntax your sentence. Then you might want to stick to saying mentally unstable. I don't care. I fuck their language up all the time. This is not my book, so it don't matter to me. I don't want to be offensive, but at the same time, it wasn't me who didn't allow my ancestors. It wasn't my ancestors. We're no longer. We're gonna outlaw us speaking. You know what I mean? Our ancient tongues or whatnot. No, that's not how it happened. Okay, here we go. Only thing standing between the communist Democrats is Donald John Trump. Better be glad he is there, or you might be dead now. You have aligned with the wrong side. God be with you as a terrorist who committed treason as the Democrats. See, these people believe that the Democrats, some of them are actually in prison, and they only let them come out to, talk to the, act like everything is normal. They'll let them to the press or whatnot, but then they go back to the prison. Like, this is all that fake QAnon ass shit. This is all that fake ass Michelle Obama is a man shit. Y'all got to know what this shit. I'm not gonna press play. You're putting this on my shit, bro. You are promoting. Look at this shit. All of this. Kamala Harris is absolutely Raul. This the shit some people actually believe this shit. And I'm telling y'all exactly where this shit come from. This shit came from the same trash can that Kanye got some of his shit from, by way of association with Trump and Candace Owens, because guess what? They support a Proud Boy and the Old Taker. And all of this, I can't remember. Like I say, people been doing this shit before I was born, right? They've been producing literature before we got it together within the conscious community, where there was an actual grassroots conscious community, where when Sonetta used to be Dar Productions back in the day, before you was Sonetta, House of Consciousness and all of that. I've been on the DVDs and on the VHS tapes. You know what I'm talking about? It's how far back I go with this shit. So occasionally I would pick up a VHS tape that had a David Icke. You know what I'm saying? We used to listen to David Icke on cassette tapes back in the day, not VHS tapes, literally cassette tapes in our little cars. Like this information been around. They've been talking about, they've been putting out satire information. I don't, if you believe that, Elizabeth and, you know, the unroyal family, those who wish they had a title of nobility like the El Bay, Day, Ish, El Bay, She, right? You believe they lizards and shit? Do you know where that information came from? Some of y'all gonna say, well, again, they're just mimicking us for the dope or whatnot. Okay. But again, if I'm a recognize the Dohan tribe, I got to recognize the Hopi. I gotta recognize. I hate using the word Olmec. I don't hate the word Olmec. I hate the fact that I don't have another ancient term, right? I know it's some other terms that create that, and I know of some. We all do. It's like we can all sit up and talk about Arawakataino and Washita, and you know what I'm talking about? Chickasaw. Get the wild. We can do this all day. I need a will talk about the great law of peace or the great right roots. Y'all talk about a constitution. I'm gonna talk about a constitution. Y'all talk about a declaration of independence. I'm gonna talk about their declaration of independence. I give a fuck about these proclamations and these declarations that these brothers and sisters themselves as Moors have been putting on record. You know what I mean? As notifications with these crackers, goddamn corporations, whether it's the city of Detroit, whether it's the city of Chicago, whether it's the state of New York, whether it's the state of Wisconsin. You've been putting these things on notice for a long time. And all of this work goes to hell, my brother Amir, when you get out here and promote this fake shit. You can say all of these women function or are in the bed or have an agenda that supports white supremacy without saying that they fucking men, that they are men. Again, this, our people don't get together and create no fake satire and shit like this, right? A fact, our people don't get together and create fake ass satire like this. But this is a melanated man standing next to God's Bay who's sharing this shit. And I'm gonna need, peace to God, I'm gonna need Elder Tashariq Bey to come out and help one of his proteges. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Long before many of y'all even knew about a Tashariq Bey, and I'm not saying this to be braggadocious or nothing like that, but we was already bringing him here to Detroit in 06, 2007. Before many people even knew who Dr. Ali Muhammad was, we was already bringing him here to Detroit. We was buying the literature. Most people who are into knowledge of self to the as to where we threw away our driver's license and all of this other shit because we found out what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm talking about? Many of us have nationalized times. There's brothers and sisters in Detroit that's walking around with ISIS IDs, Great Seal IDs, Washita IDs, your Massimo, your Massimo Hoagie IDs. All 5 of these goddamn IDs in my pocket right now. You understand? We've been doing this shit for a long time. Brothers like you and sisters like you get on the internet talking about, oh, Michelle Obama. the Bushes is they're gonna be tried by the world court and all this. I believe this same shit fucking 20 years ago. Before it was Jasara, it was Nassar. And it was created by El Cracker to get you off the course of your own fucking reparations. So, again, y'all, stop doing this, brother. You make us look bad as hell. The brothers and sisters, again, who they ain't on GED status out here. Again, they not on GED status out here. And I'm not saying because my other brothers and sisters hold various master degrees from a Vanderbilt and a Yale. Got where y'all come out. I'm not saying just because they got that up under their belt that puts them above us. What I'm saying to you, you make the clean glass of water dirty. You make nobody want to sit. Nobody wants to participate in the activism. I'm talking about fuck what you say, fuck what Ye said, fuck what Trump said. I'm talking about the actual activism that's gonna get us some fucking relief. Kanye getting in front of the camera talking about what the so-called Jews have done to all of the artists, especially you artists. I don't have no sympathy for you artists who brung the broad home, can't use your comb, and you married her, and now you want to cry about what the so-called Jews did to your ass. I don't want to hear it, because you drunk they juice for 2 decades, bruh. Then the audacity to, again, keep up with a fucking Candace Owens. She drunk they tea too. She brung a man home that cannot use her phone. And she's a con Candace too, because she faced some racist shit happened to her, and you know her parents, they sued. I think she got like $35,000 or $65,000 because she went through some of the shit that I went through when my mother moved us to Florida. My first days, I never been on a school bus my whole life. You know what I'm talking about? Till I got to Florida. My first day getting on the school bus, I'm the only melanated child on the school bus. The little boy calls me color time. And that's the least. That's my first day there. You understand? So the way I feel about Kanye, like I said, is my own fucking trauma. Right? I'm honest about that, just like I'm honest about the things that I'm naive about. I don't fucking know everything. I ain't never claimed to know everything about nothing. But I will share with you what I do know. I know where this fake ass information that y'all keep sharing came from. Talking about Karen, brother, you being a Karen. You spreading Karen propaganda free. You spreading white supremacist goddamn propaganda create. You doing this shit for free. At least Ye is getting it, you know what I mean? Like he's losing money too and shit. But y'all have to understand Pub. He getting mad Pub right now. His name, again, he owns the trademark of the name Yeezy. Adidas owns the copyright of the Yeezy design, the entire line that is released by way of Adidas. Dirty game. You don't get into the music, the entertainment industry without already knowing this. Right? That's why some of these other battle rappers that came up at the same time, the from Detroit that came up at the same time as Eminem, you never hear of them. We found out it was a dirty game, right? Some simply didn't make it. Some of us were murdered. Some of us went to prison, right? Some of us seen some things that didn't sit well with us. Like you gotta imagine somebody that has never been exposed to knowledge of self, and you're talking 1999, 2000, 2001, 2002. When you show them the bottom, to them, that's just the devil, right? Just imagine you are in this music industry and you being walked through like how Cat Williams was walked through. You being introduced to some new things. You're hearing discussions concerning rituals or whatever, but you about that check, you feel like you won't get affected by that, right? Again, you don't know what a Baphomet is, so your best description of what you're being shown, you know what I mean? You trying to, describe it to somebody. Only thing you can think of is the devil, Satan. What's my point? My point is this. People who I came up with who were able to acquire record deals while I was on vacation, you know what I mean, by way of help from Eminem or a champ, peace to the God. I don't know who's feuding right now and who's not, but that shit don't got nothing to do with me. No matter, if you are cool with people who I'm naming or not. Some people names I will say. But if I say I'm good with somebody, that's just what it is. That person in particular never did anything to me, and that's not my stance. That's not a reason for me to say I'm good with somebody, because they ain't never did shit to me. I don't roll like that. I'm good with an individual because of our business dealings, right? I didn't have no negative business dealings with these people. I actually had some great business dealings, Anything else that anybody really, from what I know, is upset about any of these individuals who I just mentioned, not minus Eminem, it's based off some beef and shit that y'all had. You know what I'm saying? You can't take the whole city and drag them into that beef with y'all. Y'all was doing some goofy clown show shit anyway. Y'all know me. I'm like, I already have it's a perception of me being, type of G gangster girl or whatever. I'm speaking back in the day with the rap shit or whatever, and that was not the case, but whatever. Y'all, in other words, I'ma say what the fuck I'ma say, and I don't have no worries. I'm not gonna lose no sleep or nothing like that. So again, you showing these young men and young women a Baphomet, and all they know is to call it the devil. So they come back home with this shit talking about taking an oath to the devil. Like, see, some of this shit is be real. I can separate what's real and what's not by way of experience. Now you got people torn. Like, if I don't sign this contract, there's a lot of people that's not gonna eat. But I believe in Jesus. I'm not trying to worship no devil. You know what I'm saying? So some people didn't eat. Some people took that oath, even though they didn't recognize what they was taking an oath to. But they also took an oath to never talk about what I can freely speak about right at this moment. Right? And one person that we all know and love, who is the real king of Detroit, hip-hop, he broke that oath. Now feel how you would like to feel. I don't give a fuck. Facts over feelings, right? Since we gonna tell the truth about some shit, let's be honest. Let's tell the truth. My guy broke that oath, and my guy not with us no more. So I over and understand some of the shit that Kanye or Cassius Ye is spewing. I'm not mad at him for saying nothing about the Yiddish, Khazarian, Ashkenazi. I'm not beef with him. Remember, I read Pale Men in the Bible in the 90s. I have zero beef with him for saying that. I know about a Khalid Muhammad. I have no beef at all with him saying that. My beef is with Kanye and some bringing a girl home that cannot use his home. And the derogatory, goddamn satire, racist, white supremacist shit he got from wherever the fuck he got it from, him regurgitating about his own people. He was so far up in people's asses cheeks. All up in their asses cheeks. He thought they really loved it, him. And he can say whatever he wanted to say. Remember, he said, I can say whatever I want to say. Adidas not going to drop me. That's how he felt about you Negroes. Y'all believe me. I can say what I want to say. Black people not going to drop me. That's how he felt about you. Again, it's a two-sided coin. And I'm not a two-faced person based off the fact that oh, man. Yay. The fuck? Why did you marry that bitch? Right? Two-sided coin. Yes. You got the white light t-shirt. But we're looking at the back. Nobody's addressing the front of the shirt. Right? I got a problem with that. I got a problem. Like everybody else, I got a problem with him saying that slavery was a choice. The slavery never stopped. But he's learning now. He said now he know how to black people feel who got mad at him because he feel like he got a knee on his neck. So he separated. As much as he talking about him, people, you know that he separated himself right there when he said, now I know how black people feel. He says now he knows how black people feel because of what the so-called Jews did to him. Because now he feels like he has a knee on his neck. So he knows how he made black people feel by regurgitating that white supremacist shit that he got from Candace, you know, takers and the QAnon and their mission is to stay here forever, and they did not miss. Who signed a treaty with them forever? Who signed a contract with the colonists that said that they can do business on this land forever? And if you pull out a treaty, I don't care what it is, treaty of friendship, if you talking about the Constitution, which is merely a fucking contract that lays out the laws and bylaws, what they can do, what they can't do. It's all about the people right there that have nothing to do with nobody else until you get into business as far as any benefits. There's a contract, there's somebody gonna be a beneficiary, there's gonna be some type of lawful consideration. All of these things exist within the fucking contract, right? Now, your employee's position is listed in that shit. I'm not trying to be their employee. Not after, no, never, ever. First of all, y'all know what I say. I will argue with my Moors brothers and sisters and everybody the fuck else. Any treaty in existence that has anything to do with the other North, South, and Central does not have the hand of a clan mother on it. It is old and fucking void. Because over here, this is a matrix. Although our entire divine trinity has been disassembled by ourselves, still keep talking about the Father God, without talking about the Mother God, and y'all been doing this shit for centuries. It has no bearing on our current and how we treat each other. So feel how you feel. That's over feelings. Address all of these melanated men who become successful financially and go get the girl that can't use their comb and marry her. Listen on both sides, but this me right now. That's you got an issue with the women that do it, then you address that shit. When you get down to the nitty-gritty, somebody gonna lose, and it's not gonna be me because you're not blind. If you look at these successful entertainers, whether they're athletes, whether they singers or actors or whatever they are, you have a, I don't want to say a large percentage, but alarming percentage of them who take their wealth outside of their own goddamn nation. Because whether or not we have collectively agreed on what our nationality is, nationality comes by way of, I don't know. See, some people don't want to fight this because they want to be like, well, nationality is American, right? Nationality comes by way of the nation that you are a part of, right? Like physically where you are. That's like telling me a Japanese child who is born in Milwaukee at the age of 2 days, right? And they are raised in the city of Milwaukee the duration of their lives, right? That they not Japanese, they American. I'm not saying we aren't American, but again, when you're talking with scholars who deal with not just history, but ancient history, they not gonna want to hear that shit on settling on the word America. We talk about Khan, Khan. We can, you know what I mean? People gonna just look at that and be like, oh, that's semantics and that's pseudo. I don't look here. You can't call some shit pseudo that you don't know. You don't know, so you calling it pseudo. You're ignorant. You know what I mean? Or you simply don't know. There's some things that I just don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? A magazine that I never seen before. I can't say that shit has no validity and it's not legit or whatever because such and such face ain't on it, or because I've never heard of this magazine, so it must be some garbage. That's how y'all do. You never heard of this. First of all, if you never heard of it, of course you're not gonna know nothing about it because you never fucking heard of it. If you just heard of it and it is in contrast to your foundation, or your foundational beliefs or whatnot, then yeah, it's a problem. That's the last time I say. You should know that. It's another cue on how you know you done picked up on some white supremacy satire shit and blended it in with your shit because it fucking sounded good. If it didn't come from your foundation, if you're looking for the source of it, where the fuck it came from. You said Sky Daddy. Yeah, I ain't seen Sky Daddy in a long time. I have to say it. That's right. You can't have a Sky Daddy without a Sky Mama, and y'all been Sky Daddying up for too long. That's my other point of contention. He's a billionaire. You have gotten to the plateau of knowledge of self as to where you know you can tell you feel such a fucking asshole because of your work. And that's kind of a lot of our problem. Just being a straight up asshole. But I still think it's some cocaine. The fucking picture somewhere. It's too much. This is the proper way. That ain't. I can't. It's just a thousand comments. See it, right? I ain't even finished going through my 3 hours and I still wasn't able to even scratch the surface of this other than just the one comment mean, the one post I had with a, you know, comments or whatever, and my attempt put the link in the chat, and I did not. So again, we'll do this again. I just want y'all to consider what I'm saying. This is a repeat. Makes me feel like how I felt during the OJ trial situation. Black people standing up for fucking OJ, and he gave a fuck about y'all. And again, it's always the Negroes who marry the girl who can't use their phone. To me, that's the ultimate betrayal. As a people who are in the predicament that we are in as a people, and one of us do, you know what I mean? One of us do find some financial success out here, and you go fucking, yeah, that's the ultimate betrayal for me. So it's no, I don't, you know what I mean? You can have it in your mind, it don't matter who he put his penis in. That's you got me fucked up. Y'all can try to throw Jay-Z in the mix. At least he married a sister. Period. I didn't get to the. I got the pictures. Long ships and everything. I didn't show them stuff. I didn't use half the notes. But at least I did put y'all up on the, you know, the legal side of it somewhat as far as various clauses within the contract, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully the non-compete clause in a contract with Adidas isn't a lengthy one, you know. That's just what it is. Like for certain shit, business issues, I overstepped. You know what I'm saying? It's frustration or whatnot, and it's wrong to censor him. He's an artist, don't censor artists. You know, as far as distribution with what the artist created is something that is adult content, then you know, I don't want to say you put restrictions on it, but you know, it's parental advisory, so to speak. I don't know. It shouldn't even be parental advisory if it's something strictly for adults. You don't sell cigarettes to children. You don't sell alcohol. There's ways to make yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ye, Kanye, Cassius Ye. Again. Not for anything in particular that he did, but it just makes it a little bit easier to have a conversation with both sets of our, meaning the brothers and sisters who are in the higher echelon or whatnot, you know, doctors, the lawyers, the graphic designers, and so on and so forth, who have their master's degrees in that university. And the brothers and sisters within the so-called conscious community who hold various master's, associates, and bachelor degrees as well, right? It's just that the brothers and sisters in the conscious community are more likely to be called crazy, right? Especially those of us who say that we no longer do business with the United States of America or the state of New York and so on and so forth, and they have labeled as sovereign citizens, which we are not, right? We gotta straighten this shit out, y'all, and we have to, again, we gotta start small. Nobody wants to hear that. We gotta start small, and we do that by starting with making sure that the seatbelt law, where they can ticket you and stop you and rob you and sexually assault you, and you know, all because you did not have on a seatbelt. We get them to cut that out. Again, the same way that the hillbilly rednecks got together and said, you know what, you guys are no longer, these states are not gonna continue to extort us not wearing a helmet when we are on our Harley Davidsons and our Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, what's the other, any other Honda. Not giving you $75 because we didn't wear a helmet. Not gonna extort us like that no more. And show us shit. They got that shit accomplished. So we started there. And we gradually moved our way up. That's something I know that we could immediately accomplish within the next, the way shit is going right now, realistically, we could accomplish that shit in fucking 6 months. We can pick 10 states and make them get rid of that shit. And I would love to do a counterclaim on their ass for the billions of dollars that they have robbed us by way of seatbelt teeth. I don't know if, you know what I'm saying, with the procedure that is actually possible. But I know what the fucking tort claim and counterclaim is all day. Right? So we start small. Make a t-shirt, I'll make a t-shirt. I keep mentioning this shit every time I hit this mic. And we go we got to accomplish once we get people to the realization that what they doing is unlawful. It might not be illegal, but it's unlawful. The same way they have things that they have implemented that are illegal, but they not lawful. They have shit that's illegal that ain't unlawful. And they have things that are unlawful that ain't illegal. I don't want to deal with a millions of fucking confusion. The same way your boy Ye did not want to deal with all those various clauses as for the contracts, so he has to go spend millions of dollars to even do business with all of these fucking corporations, right? How do he have to spend millions of dollars? He has the two top law firms by his side in order to keep the things that are in the contract in his favor, right? He did not do that or seen. Okay? So what he gonna do? Just hire some other motherfuckers to sue the motherfuckers who fucked them from the other motherfuckers who fucked them to the other? No, you stop doing business with these people altogether. That's how we win. Let them keep taxing and robbing and extorting their own motherfuckers. They no longer, you know what I mean? Should be giving. We should be bending over motherfuckers. We don't have to give anybody any fucking thing. Based on the fear of you being kidnapped and charged with this and fucking hell for ransom, sexually assaulted and robbed, you pay these people. You understand? You make sure when you get in your car, you got they state on the back of their shit because you don't want people extorting you and robbing you and beating your ass and possibly murdering you. You get in your car and you put that seatbelt or that safety belt on, not because that's what you want to do. You do it because you don't want to be extorted and robbed and get your ass beat. Again, back in the day when there wasn't no seatbelt law, in order for them to look as though they had proper cause to be detaining you, they would pull you over and then they would bust out your headlight or bust out your tail out. That way it would seem like that's why they had a reason to pull you up. You gotta bust the headlight, you gotta bust the tail light. And once they created that seatbelt law, that shit ended. They didn't have to bust out your headlight or your tail light. They could just simply say, you could have had a seatbelt on or a safety belt on. They could just simply say, you didn't have it on. License, registration, same way they stopped your ancestors. It was like freedom papers. How some motherfuckers who couldn't read being white now. I'm talking about the cracker when I say how somebody who couldn't read will ask you for a freedom paper. Because again, they keep always talking about how our ancestors couldn't read, wasn't allowed to read. It was against the law to read. They can be killed if something because somebody teaches them how to read. They can go to prison. When 9 times out of 10, it was they ignorant ass ancestors who couldn't fucking read. We got an excuse. Our excuse was, bitch, that ain't my mother tongue. You don't have to know how to read English or Espanol. And then in the same sentence, my ancestors made all of the numbers and letters and all of that shit. So all of that shit is ours anyway. I'm gonna have to come back to this because again, a lot of people is behind the days and what the man has said and hasn't said and what he did and what he didn't do. Who he apologized to, who he didn't apologize to, and if that was an actual apology. I'm not worried about anything at this moment except for y'all eliminating the fake information that y'all keep spreading. That's making, again, the so-called conscious look like they hate melanated. I will state this for most of my Pan-African brothers and sisters. Y'all don't have this problem a lot. Other than the fact that other brothers and sisters have updated their database and have been able to prove that as far as the out of Africa theory, something wrong with that. And that's what y'all problem is with the other brothers and sisters, as well as, again, the King James Version of the Bible. Right? Which is, I'm with y'all on it. It's too many ancient. It's too much ancient shit that predates Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, right? And those ideologies actually only equal 1 degree of knowledge if you know all 3, right? Which means that you didn't just read the Bible, you didn't just read Al's Quran, you didn't just read, I could say, Torah, Talmud, not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to cover all of them, right? Then that ain't. It's so much shit, like I said, that predates that. Like, it's really disrespectful for us to be so gung-ho on this Jesus juice like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the newest shit. It ain't the newest shit. It's Islam out of those 3. But again, when you connect it, you know what I'm saying, you find out that a lot of the tenets are already in existence. You know what I'm saying? They timid or whatnot. And to me, it just attaches more to that theological bullshit. Those are lessons. That's like me being addicted to the 3rd grade. I love the 3rd grade so much I want to stay there forever. No, I don't. It was cool. Now it's time for me to advance and get some more knowledge. That's trapping yourself in one school of thought. And with that, it's difficult for me to have a desire to want to interact with people who hold 1 degree of knowledge, which is Christianity or Islam, and then they want to argue with you about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that don't make sense. You know what I mean? You gave up the right to do so once you decide to trap yourself in that school. Hey, I ain't get to flick through all this, y'all, but like I said, it's already put together, so it's a definite. Opposition is welcome. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? And this is the place for you to do it, not on a post or flood comment section. Keep on say shit instead of just replying to the comment and keep it up under that one comment. See, on here, you can talk as much as you want. I don't give a shit. God, I say peace.
Supreme.
Shock.
Etymology.
Say I'm dope, I said I'm smoke fire.